Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today is January 21, 7:20 p.m. Wednesday. Just a quick recap and the rest of week outlook. Starting off with a quick recap. We finally closed bullish after, again, I had called the sweep of this low inside of this FEG finding support. And then we had a nice little 1 hour market structure shift, found support off of this breaker around the PM level, so I'd consider my uh, bias to be bullish now as we have shifted market structure. But again, still being very careful and vigilant. This is the new week opening gap that we're in right now, and yeah, let's just do a quick recap before we get back into an outlook. So actually, I was looking at this trade right here on the 15-minute, but I didn't take it because Trump was speaking, and so I was scared, to be frank. I didn't want to enter and have it be very volatile, so I just did not enter. But yeah, we had a lot of confluences here. If we go on the 1 hour to start off, so you had previous day low swept, London manipulation. We're still inside this FEG that we've been finding support off of. And then you have a 1 hour inverted right here. And then on the 15-minute, again, we have a sweep of low, which we like to see. And then at the sweep of low, I like to look for SMT. So I'm looking for SMT right here. And we did get SMT. With NQ at that 7 a.m. right here. 7 a.m. made that lower while NQ made that higher low. So ES lower low, NQ higher low, and from there you have a change in state of delivery slash bullish order block. So this could be first entry right here, low risk, a little bit more aggressive because you'll have such a tighter stop loss. Um, from there, obviously you can have your stop at the low of this order block slash propulsion block. It could be considered propulsion block. Then inside of that you have another inversion, and then you have, if you miss that entry, you have a re-entry opportunity at that 9:30 a.m. inside of this imbalance, inside of this inverted with this bullish order block right here. I'm sorry, this bullish order block right here. And yeah, you could have targeted this high right here very simply, and then the equal highs up here, and then the new week opening gap we've been watching for, which is also that equilibrium range. And yeah, we hit that pretty quick, relatively. We got there within like from 9:30, an hour and 30, or from the original 9 a.m., 2 hours. And then again, this could be attributed to a low probability January, but we go all the way back down, dig deep, maybe that's that lunch retracement, and then from there continue higher and retest this new week opening gap. And from here, we're just going to watch and see what we want to do from there. Whether we want to break above and use the new week opening gap now as support, and then from there, hopefully target these highs, as well as, this is a bearish order block if we are to be bearish. So we could also invert that and use that as support now to target these highs. And again, we could find resistance off of this new week opening gap and then move lower. So definitely just watching to see what happens. And I definitely would look to take longs tomorrow. um, just because we finally moved down into discount and now started making that move. I still think we have a day or two for this week to start moving higher. Looking at dollar ended up finding support off of this bullish order block, which is very interesting to me because now again doing it's trading in tandem with NQ, so another low probability condition. And then I'm sure we'll look at ZB and it'll be decoupled like it has been. But work with what we have. So we found this support off this bullish order block. We're back into a premium. From here, maybe we use this as resistance inverted and then move lower, or I can see it reclaiming and then moving higher from there, um, to align with our bullish NQ. Ideally, you would like to see it fall from here, but with this in tandem decoupled market, I wouldn't be surprised if it just broke above and continued higher while NQ goes higher. And finally, looking at ZB, just to wrap things up, as I had mentioned, we took out this consolidation and I expected a move back into the range, and it's been a little lethargic, but we're getting there. I still do think we're poised to go higher. Maybe we retrace a little bit into a discount, and then from there look to move higher and back into that consolidation range. I think this would be pretty interesting. Maybe this is actually a SMT with all the other ones, with all the other T notes. And let's see here. So you have 8 a.m. body high, 9 a.m. lower high, and then on the ZF, 8 a.m. relatively equal, and then the ZN, 8 a.m. slightly lower. So we do have some type of divergence here, which is pretty interesting. This could show institutional sponsorship for continued bullishness, and I do expect this to continue moving back into the range, which also aligns with that bullish NQ. And even maybe we could check this for SMT. I haven't checked personally, but oops, I did not mean that. All right, there we go. And no real SMT yet. Um, looking at here, um, that's not to say that we won't get one tomorrow or within the week. But yeah, I really like this SMT here for our longs, and I think it played out pretty nice. And I think these longs are starting to look a little bit nicer as we have market structure shifted higher and continue to higher. I guess we'll play it by ear tomorrow, see what happens, what we're given. Other than that, I hope you found this insightful. Take care, be safe.